Slick Talk God, Slick Walk Nation. Real quick while I'm working out. I just saw something. You know, when you work out, you go on YouTube, you play music. Me, I don't like music when I'm working out for some reason. I can't, the music throw me off. But I normally go on YouTube, and that's how I catch up on stuff that's going on. I saw, what I saw, man? Oh, I saw Lux versus DNA. A conversation with them that was on Spaces. And also Lux versus Rum. Now, this was a battle that was talked about. I talked about this battle with Lux versus Rum. It wasn't a battle I was really excited about. I think the more and more the talk goes on though, it brings more excitement to it. It's to the point now, we just want to see Lux, right? So we want to see Lux come outside. You know what I'm saying? Lux in my top 5. I think Lux is one of the best to do it. So I like to see Lux when he come out, as a fan of battle rap, right? So we just want to see Lux come outside. Of course, Rum Nitty is also in my top 5, so he's a reputable opponent, right? So that being said, I would rather see Lux, especially after them going back and forth and talking. I would actually rather see Lux versus DNA. To me, that battle makes more sense than him versus Rum. And this is not taking that away from Rum. Like I said, Rum is in my top 5. I think Rum is extraordinary. Do I think Lux will push Rum pen and he'll give one of those exceptional performances? Yes. But when we talking about battle rap and we talking about history and maybe of them even going back and forth for a while, him and DNA been kind of taking shots with DNA mostly because DNA wants that battle. And I feel like if you get a battle that DNA wants, he's gonna perform crazy. Hold on, let me get some pull-ups in real quick. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. So as far as Lux and DNA, I want to see that battle more than him versus Rum. I think that should be the next battle for Lux. We talked about Hitman and Lux, and I agree with Hitman said. As far as what the fans want, the battle making sense. That makes sense when, why give somebody a battle that they don't really want to see? And Hitman felt like that's not a battle people wanted to see, which makes sense. I'm asking y'all though, what do y'all feel about Lux versus DNA? Who do y'all want to see him against more? Lux versus DNA or Lux versus Rum Nitty? Now from the conversation I heard from them going back and forth, DNA made some good points and Lux made some good points. Now for me, a person that is not outside like a DNA is, or battling every 2 months or something like that. Well, Lux said to me, I fall in that category. The point DNA made that I liked, that made sense, was that times change, that he's outside battling consistently. If he battled the way Lux battled, meaning taking off time and coming back whenever he felt he wanted to come back, he would have a great performance every time, right? And that's what Lux was saying. Lux was saying that what he learned from the him and Geechee battle, because DNA said Geechee beat Lux. So Lux said what he learned from the Geechee battle is to do it at his own pace. And that's something I've been saying, like, you gotta go at your own pace. That's one. For me, I'm gonna go at my own pace. I'm not gonna let the fans, nobody push me into doing something I don't really wanna do, and then I don't give a good performance. That's one. So Lux said that's what he learned from the Geechee battle. He did it in 3 weeks' time, and he didn't give the performance he wanted to give. He said, but he still feel like he beat Geechee. He said, but what he learned from that was to do it at his pace. If he wanted to take months to write, whatever, that's what we want to do, that's what he's going to do. Now, me, when it comes to that, I agree with the do it at your pace thing. I like what DNA said, though, because that makes sense. DNA said if I wasn't outside battling consistently like this, if I came back every 3, 4, 5 months and I had that much time to write, or once a year, I'll have extraordinary performance every time. It's harder when you battling consistently and you got to put up these numbers every time you come out, which is harder. And DNA is very a special battle rapper to be able to do that. So is Rum Nitty, so is Geechee, and people like that can take these battles back to back to back and put on a good performance every time they take the battle. That's extraordinary to me. That's super dope. But I also agree with Lux when you say, I'd rather sit out and take the time I need so when I come, I could give y'all this great performance. Because with me, it's the same way. I'm in the moments, right? And it's what Lux was kind of talking about. I'm in the making a moment. So he said the DNA, that's why when you come back, it ain't no moment. Because you battling too much. It ain't no moments, basically. Which DNA got moments, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in the moments. I'm in the coming out, even if it's once a year or whatever, and making these moments and doing and making it a big deal that this battle is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that y'all don't know what's gonna happen with me. Y'all don't know how I'm gonna sound. Y'all don't know if I'm gonna get killed because I ain't been here for a long time and stuff like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is basically what Lux was kind of saying. He learned that from the Geechee battle. He took it in 3 weeks, he did his thing, but for him to give the performance he wants to give, he'd rather take that time to perfect his work and come out and give that performance he want to give, which I understand that too. So I understand both sides from DNA and Lux. With that being said, though, I want to see Lux versus DNA just because of that. Because of that talk right there, and if I didn't see it, go watch it. There's somewhere on YouTube in the spaces. But I want to see Lux versus DNA because of that. Just because of that reason right there. So let me know who y'all want to see. If y'all rather see Lux versus DNA or Lux versus Rum. All right, I'm out of here. Back to this workout.